Hi everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Carb Combatant Latin. Today we are going to make low-carb chicken nuggets. I know that sounds really strange, but honestly chicken nuggets are kind of a comfort food for a lot of people, and I think that making them in a low-carb version can be really satisfying. So for today's recipe, what you're gonna need chicken breast, you're gonna need chicken thighs, or you can make the whole recipe out of chicken breast if you prefer. I kind of like the fattiness of the thighs. That's why I chose half and half for my recipe. You're gonna need fresh black pepper and fresh salt. You're gonna need an egg. You're gonna need some spices for your inside of your meat mixture. You're gonna need some paprika. John likes it spicy, my husband, so we're gonna use a little bit of habanero pepper today. I'm also gonna use some granulated garlic powder. And today I'm going to use a sprinkle of Mrs. Dash. And for the breading, you will need Kraft Parmesan cheese, or any brand will do as long as it's the powdered Parmesan cheese. And you will need blanched almond flour, finely ground. There is almond meal, that is too coarse. You want the finely ground almond flour. You will also need some oil for frying. Today we're using sunflower oil. A good oil for frying. And I think that's it today. All right. And you will also need your food processor. In my case, I'm breaking out my Ninja here. The meat is going to go in here with the seasonings, and that's how all the seasoning flavor is going to be combined with the meat. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of all of the dry spices. In this case, that's the paprika. A teaspoon of the dried garlic powder. And a teaspoon is probably too much of the habanero pepper because this is a little hot, so we're just going to do a sprinkle. Maybe half a teaspoon or so. And about a teaspoon of Mrs. Dash seasoning. It's kind of a good all-purpose seasoning. We don't want bland chicken nuggets, that's for sure. So now we're just going to check it for the consistency. And what you're looking for is a nice ground beefy, sticky kind of consistency to help your little nuggets stay together. Chicken tends to be kind of sticky as it is, so it should do that all by itself. You don't need any binders or anything. Can you see that consistency? It's kind of sticky. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, so what I'm going to do is roll these into little bite-sized balls. You can actually make them shapes if you want them for your kids and stuff. You can have a lot of fun with these. Make them flat if you want them kind of flat. And little mini chicken meatballs. I'll have to flatten mine out a little bit. I got great color from the paprika. That's going to lend itself really nicely. When you bite into the nugget, and you get that great chicken nugget type feeling from it. Alright guys, as you can see, I've made 16 chicken nuggets here. There was enough chicken to make about twice this amount, so I kind of overshot how much chicken I would need. So you only need probably 1 chicken breast and about 2 chicken thighs to make this much chicken nuggets. If you wanted a big batch, you can make as much as I made the first time around. So now we're going to move on to the breading part of the video. So we will need our egg for our binder, or for the medium that holds the breading onto our nugget. We have our beautiful egg here. We're going to get that out. Alright, once you've got the egg pretty well beaten, that's ready for coating. And then we're going to make our breading mixture, which is going to be equal parts Parmesan cheese and almond flour. In my case, I'm using 1/3 of a cup. So it'll be 1/3 almond flour and 1/3 parm. You might get some lumpies in there. You might have to work those out of your cheese mixture, of your breading mixture, I should say. So I just kind of squish mine until the little lumps get out of there. And the same amount of almond flour. They have a very similar look and consistency, so you can see why they make a nice breading. There. And I will season up my mixture with a little bit of salt. Remember, Parmesan cheese is pretty salty, so we don't want too much salt. But I do like fresh crushed black pepper. Alright, and then I'll give it a little stir with my fingers just to kind of mix it all up. Alright. Alright, so there is a trick when it comes to breading things. They say you want one wet hand and one dry hand. So the trick is going to be to put my chicken nugget in the egg mixture with one hand and roll it around in the breading in the other hand. First, I'm going to check the temperature of my oil to make sure I'm ready to start frying. For oil, you want 350. I'm using my temperature gauge here, and I'm at 330, so I'm almost there. I can go a little higher on my oil, and by the time I'm done breading these nuggets, it'll rise them up. All right, so one wet hand, one dry hand. It's a nice little twist. Put him off to the side there. One wet hand, one dry hand. Okay guys, so it looks like I managed to bread 12 of my 16 nuggets with my 1/3 cup of almond flour and my 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese. So if you were to make all 16 nuggets, my recommendation of course would be to do a 1/2 cup of almond flour and a 1/2 cup of Parmesan to make sure you have plenty of breading for all your good stuff. So we're going to stop at 12. And there they are. All beautiful and ready to go into the deep fryer. Okay guys, so what I'm looking for is an oil that's about 350 and I'm at 365, so I went a little over on the temperature, but that's okay because as soon as we drop the nuggets in, it'll immediately drop the heat of the oil, so we'll cook it very quickly. And we'll start with our first nugget. Let's see how this goes. Looking good. We have enough oil in there to do about probably 3 nuggets at once. Pretty good. I'm going to make sure they're not sticking to the bottom. Excellent. I'm going to say you're going to need about 5 to 6 minutes for the nuggets to be fully cooked. It is chicken, it is raw chicken, so you do want to make sure they are fully cooked all the way. If it was just chicken breast, it might only need about 4 minutes because chicken breast cooks very quickly. This is a mix of breast and thigh, so I'm thinking 6 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes. Then we'll pull them out all golden brown. Okay guys, it's been about 6 minutes and we're going to pull out the first batch. Oh, those are perfectly golden brown. Those look really great. Beautiful. And I'm going to bring them over to a pre-lined plate. We've got some oil absorbing paper in this plate here to help catch any extra oil. And I'm going to throw in the rest of the chicken nuggets and then we get to taste. Taste test, my favorite part. Okay, the last of the chicken nuggets are coming out of the fryer and going in with all the others. Now we're just gonna, man, those guys look good. Perfect. Don't eat them right out of the fryer, guys, you'll burn your mouth. So give them a couple of minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to give us a nice little selection of dipping sauces and then we're gonna try it. Okay guys, so we're getting ready for the best part of the video, which is the taste test. But first I feel like it's fair to mention that I did not sponsor, and I'm not sponsored by any of the products that I used. I just used them because they happen to be in my kitchen and they're the products that I normally buy for myself. That said, one of my favorite ranch dressings is also from Costco, Greg's Ranch Dressing. Less than 1 gram of carb per 2 tablespoons serving. So that's a great dipping sauce. The other dipping sauce that we have is a barbecue sauce. Not so keto friendly, so choose wisely your dipping sauces, whatever you like. Also, I wanted to give props to Headbanger's Kitchen, which is where I got the idea for chicken nuggets. His recipe is a bit different. I did change it a bit to kind of meet my taste buds and the kinds of flavors that I like. But Sahil with Headbanger's Kitchen is the inspiration behind this recipe. And now my husband's gonna join me for a taste test. Your favorite, honey, chicken nuggets.
Right? I don't know.
I know, right? Low-carb chicken nuggets. Doesn't sound like it should be good, but I have a feeling they smell phenomenal, so I have a feeling they're gonna be really good.
Now, what are you gonna try with ranch, or are you gonna go barbecue sauce?
I'm a barbecue sauce girl. I always have been.
Try the barbecue.
Just a little bit though, because then I'm gonna switch to ranch. Right.
I think I'll do ranch.
Okay. Ready? Cheers. Oh my gosh. They have the texture of a chicken nugget. Like exactly. Kind of chewy. Great flavor.
Not too bad.
Wow.
Let me try it.
So you guys, look at this beautiful texture on the inside of the chicken nugget. It's just nuggety. It's appropriate for nuggets.
Oh, with the barbecue sauce, so much better.
So good, right?
Oh,
Next task is to figure out how to make our own low-carb barbecue sauce. And I think it's totally doable. We're pretty creative that way. We just need to get our hands on some sugar-free ketchup. Really good. You guys definitely need to try this recipe. If you're wondering about the carb count, it's pretty low. Almond flour for a ½ a cup has 4 grams. So if we used a ½ a cup for this recipe, and John and I are sharing the nuggets, that's about 2 grams of carbs per person. So 2 grams for every 8 nuggets, roughly. And then plus whatever sauce you use. So calculate accordingly, but overall, an entire dinner for probably less than 5 grams of carbs for everything. That's a pretty good deal.
We're gonna try to link in some of the, like Headbanger's Kitchen, we're gonna try to link them.
Definitely, we'll link him
into the
comments below.
Yeah, we're still new at this YouTube stuff, so.
Right. So hit the little red subscribe button if you want to see more of our videos, and the little bell icon if you want to be notified when our videos are posted. Enjoy your chicken nuggets, guys.